currently this is Out of Pocket Sports. I'm crying right now. I just waited 40 minutes to start this podcast. Our co-host was typing up a great paragraph. He turned this thing on. He's playing Xbox the whole time. Oh, we're patiently waiting for this damn
can you keep it down? I can't hear the game volume.
Yeah. What a piece of shit, guys. This is Out of Pocket Sports. We are back here with another one. This is the Trade 4 segment. PPR, 12-man league. Get the fuck off your couch. Stand up right now while you watch this whole entire video. Don't be sitting down. I want you to stand up, fucking pace, and jog your legs like this because the energy is coming right there. Damn, Carson, I see your little ass cock right there. Put that shit down. You stand down because you don't need to be standing up. Okay, now let's get into this situation right now. Who wants to start off first? Bam, I'm going to side. Carson, start it right now. Fucking tell me who you want. Tell me right now, because you're looking like a Sarge right now.
All right. Now that my game's paused, my KD ratio is 1. Yeah, it's really simple. Like I said before, I hate dumpster fires, and I love well-coached teams. I love teams that get hot. Give me a high baller. Give me Calvin Ridley. He finally showed me he's back. He can do something. Give
Atrocious.
So trade for him. He's gonna get hot, just like the Jags do in the second half of the season.
Oh yeah.
I would go for him personally. You know, I said Kirk before. I would really anyone in the Jags. It could, yeah. I mean, you know what I mean. Like,
I'm.
Oh no,
this guy is so unprepared. Everybody in the comments, give him so much shit. Make him want to jump off a ledge after this. Please.
That's
I
number
beg you. But no, Calvin Ridley, I'm trading away, dude. We've not seen any points in Calvin Ridley currently. I mean, this has been one boom week. I think he had 3 boom weeks. Call him a Gabe Davis. You can't figure out when to start him and not to start him. So riddle me how you navigating the Calvin Ridley train.
Honestly, I just like his Snapchat posts. He's always flicking up like his family and his kids and stuff. Like he's just a nice dude.
I'm sure.
You know, you just don't know the real Ridley. But that's numero uno. You know what I mean? The next one is Zach Charbonnet. So this one is interesting because it's not necessarily on the player; it's on the position. K9 could be down for a week, 2, 3, 4. Who knows? If you need just a little bit of pushing, get yourself over the hump, and just enter the playoffs like my 2 co-hosts, then you want to go for Charbonnet. He'll give you plenty of volume, probably a floor of like 13, 15, and can easily coast you into the playoffs. And maybe even if you play it right, you could trade him away to someone else that's desperate needs 1 win. Who knows? Go for him. He's going to give you the volume. He's going to give you the touchdowns.
Yeah. I mean, I like him. Only thing is strength of schedule coming up. Absolutely atrocious. What I would do is Charbonnet, to be honest. The position I'm with Charbonnet, man, and I'm fucking fighting demons against you right now, Carson. I mean, to be honest, I don't even know why I got you on here because I'm going to say trade away. I'm trying to find the Kenneth Walker manager. I'm trying to find the Kenneth Walker manager right now. And I'm saying, hey, guess what I got? Ooh. And then, like, do, like, one of these little dances and then just give it to him. That's what I'm trying to do. What do you think, Skaddy?
I don't know. I don't know what to do with Charbonnet and that whole Seattle backfield. I would just stay away from all of them. So I think trade away is the move. But it's kind of funny. I traded away Kenneth Walker last week for Saquon Barkley, so I'm looking real good this week. But
you made some great moves, and you'll probably end up trading high on Barkley. So you know what? That was a great strategy by you.
I know what I'm doing, bro.
Somewhat. I think you do know
That's
something.
That's pretty elite.
Who's your last person, you piece of shit? Who's your last person?
So my last person is Tyreek Hill. No, my last person is Puka Nacua. Look, he's going to drive a hard bargain. I don't know if Kupp's injury is serious. I'm assuming IR. Maybe it's already out. But, you know, the biggest thing as a Tyreek Hill owner, when you're in the playoffs, you need to have that top-end talent, 1, 2, or 3. I don't know if Nacua will finish top 3. You know, it's probably Hill, Brown, and whoever else. But he gives you that edge in the playoffs. He's going to have the volume because Stafford loves picking his favorite little receiver. And since Kupp's out, you know, Nakua's next up. Well, he is up, has been up. But, love where he's at, love where he sits. Probably going to get a little more touchdowns potentially as well. So I think he's a good trade for.
I mean, he's got Arizona coming up, which is a good game. But after that, he's got Cleveland and then Baltimore on the road. Could be a little situation going into your playoff season. But like you said, that's assuming, too, some of them games. Well, the Cleveland game will probably be tight. But that Baltimore game, they'll probably be behind. And Stafford, Will Pepper, Nakua. What do you think, Mr. Skadra? Tell me right now. Give me off the rip.
It just depends on the Cooper Cup news. If he can go or not, it's going to really depend. I mean, Puka Nakua has showed what he can do with Cooper Cup there. And he kind of feasted, the last game too. So it could be a good trade for target to target. Do we know any news on Cooper Cup?
Yeah, I just looked. It says day-to-day with an ankle sprain. And, personally, I still see that, though, and, I don't see it as day-to-day because
Is that your passport?
Yeah, I'm saying it on the passport right now. That's how much I believe in it. So even with Cooper Cup, they say day-to-day, I still like Nakua's value. Cup in the last 3 weeks, yes, without Stafford. He's just not it, man. He's not what he was in his fantastic mega season. So,
dude, Skaddy, just take the dude. Who the fuck is this kid we got on this podcast today? Holy shit!
Unprepared guy. But all right. For trade 4, my first target's going to be Jonathan Taylor. Now, Jonathan Taylor has slowly taken over this backfield for the Colts, right? He's now at 88% of the snap share. He's a top 5 running back the rest of the season, in my opinion. You see so many running backs get injured this year, and Jonathan Taylor, he hasn't really had to play the first 4 games due to being on the PUP list. So I feel like that's helped him down the stretch. And I think he'll be healthy the rest of the year, and I think he could be a good target to add, especially they had the bye this past week, so couldn't play him. So he could be a good trade target for you to make that playoff push you need to make. What do you guys think?
What do you think, Mr. Carson?
Yeah, totally with it. He's still that guy, and that's a very solid point to think of, having that extra couple games or 4 games rest. It helps. It helps. His legs are going to be a little fresher, a little healthier, seeing how Derrick Henry's sluggish. JT should be the opposite, and it's a team that loves to run as well.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at his schedule coming up too, it's pretty juicy. It's one of the juicier ones for running backs. I mean, he's got the Tampa Bay and Tennessee, but he's got Cincy, Pittsburgh, Atlanta. You got the Raiders and then Houston. So playoffs look really, really good. He might have a 2 tough stretch for week 12 and 13, but we're kind of also too at this point looking for trade people for the playoffs. But I do want to ask Skaddy, are you all right, man? You seem kind of low. Usually I get this couple on your trades, man. You seem a little down. Did something happen on Monday?
Something happened on Monday. What do you mean?
I don't know, bad day at work. Someone shedding your Cheerios.
Oh yeah, you did.
I'm just joking. I'm messing. All right, come on, give me some more. Come on.
All right, next up we have Garrett Wilson. Now, Garrett Wilson, with the team moving officially away from Zach Wilson, I think Garrett Wilson now becomes a buy. His last couple of games, he hasn't really impressed. He put up 2 points last game, which is
pretty
awful.
good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I'd take that.
Not bad, yeah.
I mean, with the backup, that's not really ideal either.
Yeah.
Now, the Jets do have a favorable schedule for wide receivers coming up. So there's that to look forward to, but I think you could probably get Garrett Wilson on the low, depending on who has them and what their record is and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think at this point you could probably trade away Calvin Ridley for Garrett Wilson. I kind of like that trade.
That's a weird one. This is trade 4, so yeah, we'll let that slide. We'll let it slide.
What do you think, Carson? What do you think? Come on, man, give me two.
Maybe if it's a package like Calvin and Charbonnet for Garrett Wilson, I'd probably take.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I like Garrett Wilson. The only thing is we just don't know what this backup QB is going to be. Odds are if Rodgers came back, he's turned playoffs, and I don't think Jets are making playoffs. So it's really been crazy this year because you look at this Jets offense and what it could have been. I mean, Garrett Wilson's been a beast even with this shitty-ass QB play. And then Breece Hall, I mean, he's been doing about all he can. But when you can't pass the ball, well, they're just going to start stacking it on you. And they got Zach Wilson there. You really can't do much. We've seen him explode a couple of times, but it's really been tough for this Jets team. If they turn around, it could be nothing but ceiling.
For sure. And my last one I have is Ramondre Stevenson. Now, I know I have said in the past Ramondre has been a sell.
Have you?
But moving forward, I think Ramondre could be either a flex play or an fringe RB2. And that is because he's demanding 2/3 of the carry share in New England. And with the news that the
Yeah.
Patriots are moving on from Mac Jones and potentially starting Bailey Zappi, I think that could potentially help him out. I don't know. It just depends. Like, he's more of a pass catching back, Ramondre
Yeah.
is, and that's really what is keeping him upright this year for fantasy managers is that pass catch ability and yards after the catch.
Yeah.
And Ramondre with yards after the catch, that dude's like a bowling ball going downhill. So it's tough to bring him down. And that's all you can ask for with a running back that's going to catch passes is just yards after catch. I mean, every time he catches, he's probably going to get at least 5 to 6 yards. Just depends on how many catches he does have. So I think Zeke's more of the goal line guy, but Ramondre could be he could be in line for, like, I'd say around 10 points a game move it from here on out.
Dude, I think it's more than that, baby. I think it's a good 15. I think it's a 15 per game, just based on schedule, bro. Let's dabble in this. He's got the Giants, bro. He's got the Chargers. He's got Pittsburgh. He's got one tough matchup with KC. Then he's got Denver, Buffalo, and the Jets. All teams
he's got two tough matchups. You mentioned the Chargers as your second team.
Dude, the Chargers are a team that everyone's running on. So.
But yeah, no, I guess I'm with you on Ramondre. You know, you can only get better with a backup QB. Look at Dameon Pierce last year. Not this year.
Yeah.
And also, you know, just the fact that someone whose name, I just looked this up, Michael McCorkle Jones is his real name. McCorkle, I don't know what's up with that. So the fact that Bailey Zappatak's in, cooler football name, Ramondre's going to do better.
Yeah, I mean, I think too with Ramondre, most people drafted him this year not thinking he was going to go out there and just you're going to give him a carry. He's going to have like 150 yards, like all these crazy stats. We got him because he's pass catching, and we believe the Patriots are going to be down in most games. Guess what's going to happen moving forward? This is a Patriots team that's just trying to fucking make it to the finish line. So in order for them to make it to the finish line, there's going to be multiple times. There's going to be a QB sitting there like, oh, shit, who do I throw to? Who do I throw to? Could be a little Hunter Henry. Could be a little bit of Ramondre. And this is where that's going to happen. Now, if the pass game gets open, Ramondre is going to go even further. But strictly getting the pass catching for Ramondre key. And I will tell you this. In my league, I made a trade for Chris Olave for Ramondre Stevenson. Now, I was pretty heavy on wide receivers. I currently had CD, Tyreek. I had T. Higgins and Boyd. But fuck if that matters anymore. But I made that trade, so that's a trade that I got done for Ramondre that I did during the bye week. You might be able to do that too because Olave was someone we were trying to sell high on. So for my people I'm trying to trade away or trade for, sorry, God, trying to get up Mr. Eckler. Reason why is he has a big stinker of a game. Didn't really even look that good. Kind of looked like a fullback out there this week. I mean, he was struggling, man. I think moving forward, we see Eckler and we look. I mean, we take our eyeballs and we peek at this playoff schedule. And it's pretty juicy. If I can pull it up. Holy shit. Let's see real quick. Sorry, guys, stuttering.
Yeah, it looks like it's the Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, everyone in that bum division.
No, it is Buffalo, Denver, Kansas City. He has one of the best schedules. Even moving ahead, too. I mean, I guess he's got a tough matchup against Baltimore, but Chargers going to be down that game. He's going to catch some passes. New England game, you can run against them. Denver, we've seen people running against them. He's got a lot of great things moving forward. Keenan Allen's really the only other person in this offense that's really a threat, and we've seen Eckler have success when Mike Williams goes down. Currently, Palmer is on IR, correct, Mr. Carson Harris? Yeah, thumbs up. He's on IR. So, yeah. And
yes.
I'm thinking he's going to start catching some passes, and they're going to try to figure some stuff out with him. But my next trade for target is Mr. Adam Thielen. And I think the only reason I'm picking him up is just because of matchups moving forward. He has Tampa Bay. He's got Tennessee. New Orleans, that's a little bit tough. Then he's got Atlanta, Green Bay, Jacksonville, Tampa Bay. These are all teams that have been able to get passed on. Now you're just basically banking on trash time, which has been his season or kind of his memo all year. But I'm getting him on the low. I'm not spending up for this guy, even though he's position ranked 10 right now. I am trying to trade a bag of chips for this kid because most people see the Carolina team. They're like, this is disgusting. I want to throw up. I don't want any part of Bryce Young. God, about to say Bruce Hall. But don't want any part of this. So that value is just absolutely plummeting. And currently I have him, so I know the value is absolutely plummeting. But I think there is a little bit of some juice from him that you can get. You're not looking for touchdowns. You're just looking strictly for PPR formats. I like Thielen in there.
Yeah, I think that's a good pick, especially you want to start looking to, the playoffs coming up here.
Yep.
And that's what the trade deadline is all about, is who's hot, who's playing well right now, and who has the good matchups going forward. Yeah. So maybe you have to trade, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but maybe you have to trade someone like Chase, not for Thielen, but maybe someone that's a little higher caliber, just because of the news that went down with Joe Burrow. He's not playing. That could potentially be something you need to look to trade away. And then we could get into that in the next segment. But, you need to start looking ahead to playoffs now. That way you don't have to sit there and worry about it when it happens.
Yeah. Thielen's target share hasn't diminished at all this season. So, he's all reliable.
Yeah, and if your team right now is currently trying to get into the playoffs, look for week 13. There's a really nasty bye week coming up. So if you got some teams, like I know there's people like Adams, Barkley, I know Ravens players. Trying to think, there's some other people that are coming up on these buys that are big hitters that you need to keep an eye out. So keep an eye out for that too as well if you're trying to make it in. You might need to maybe downgrade just to have someone for that week because it's going to be a struggle. Yeah. So, this has been a good pod, boys. Anybody else got anything else to say?
No, just go fuck yourself, buddy.
Yeah, I would just say make sure you have your passport. Tis the season to go and travel somewhere warm. And as always, on the passport, I never lie.
See you later, boys.
Deuce.